case control study. So please forget about it. We can do our control measures based on our findings, evidence-based findings, evidence-based control measures. So control source, we can eliminate the source, interrupt the transmission, cut the transmission cycles. As you see in some transmission, communicable disease transmission chart I showed you last week, and modify host response to modify the risk factors. Yeah, many times, or almost all the time, we identify many risk factors for outbreak issues. For example, influenza outbreaks, the risk factor might be mass population get-together. For example, participating in some opening ceremony of the school or whatever. However, many times we cannot stop such mass gathering event. So just only modify might be the better options for us in such situation, and prevent the same outbreaks in the near futures. So that is some sort of schemes of outbreaks. So it's just a systematic approach of outbreak investigation. However, and also the standard way of thinking for epidemiologists when we encountered faced with outbreaks, not only the outbreaks, some public health crisis issues. So I believe I will help you have some idea or some flavor of way of thinking of field epidemiologists. I'll give you some examples. Does anybody from the 東北 area, 東北から来てる人います？東北 area, the northern part of main island in Japan. 東北から来てる人いますか？東北いません。Nobody is. Okay, so this event is also our team was involved in and had a bitter experience. Unknown disease in northern Japan, northern Tohoku area, 2004, it's more than 10 years ago. The first notice from the newspapers, unknown disease in northern Japan, 55 cases, including 15 deaths. Yeah, it's a case fatality ratio, the death rate among cases is quite high. What kind of symptoms? Neurological symptom. Neurological, it's based according to the news article. Neurological, what kind of neurological? Mainly elderly people, old people. However, looks like it did not look like infectious disease. No cough, no fever, according to the newspaper articles. And somebody said, or newspaper said, there's a rumors with mushroom, sujihiratake. Sujihiratake is some sort of mushroom. Okay, maybe later I have some photos of sujihiratake mushroom. It's localized. Many parts, almost all the part of main island in Japan. Maybe in the photo, on the photo I will show you later. Maybe you have some idea. スリヒラタケって聞いたことあります？スリヒラタケ in Japanese? No, okay. Yeah, I have. So our team, in order to confirm the unusual, in order to confirm the outbreaks, will look into the surveillance systems. According to the Japanese routine surveillance system, we have one disease categories, acute encephalitis. It's not only, it includes infectious diseases, also some other unknown causes encephalitis. It includes many diseases. 日本語で言う in Japanese 急性脳症かな、急性脳症というカテゴリーがあるんです。それはいろんな疾患を含みますよね。感染症だけじゃなくて、その原因不明の脳症とか、その自己免疫疾患なんかの脳症なんかも。So the acute encephalitis, this category includes many diseases. So this is a surveillance information. It's a horizontal axis, is not time frame. It's some prefecture by prefecture. It's a northern area, it's a southern area, and the vertical axis is the number of cases. And please focusing on the date, November 2003, almost how many months? But anyway, just before the newspaper articles, the level of the vertical axis is less than 10. The high number is 9. It's not so many reported cases of acute encephalitis during this period. However, after the newspaper articles, the legend is different, right? Previously, it's less than 10. 違う. However, in October, the summer of the 2004, we have a huge number of cases of this area. It's the northern part. Akita, Niigata, Yamagata, Akita, Yamagata, Niigata. It's the northern part and Japan seaside. It's not a Pacific seaside. ですよね。あっちです。日本海側。秋田、山形、新潟。I'll show you a map. Yes. So this according to the newspaper article. So these 秋田、山形、新潟。秋田、山形、新潟。So many cases of neurological unknown diseases with high case fatality ratios. So maybe some unusual things has occurred. So our team has recognized maybe unusual things occurred in that area. Only this area, only northern part of main island, and also Japan seaside. なんだろうな、なんかちょっと after confirming the outbreak unusuals, we set up case definition according to time, place, person. これ詳しくは言ってみます。I'm not going in detail, but the time component. But please focusing on time component and place component. これは確か秋田県全県 place component. It's a prefecture-wide definitions and the person component. So case definition, we must have time, place, person component. That's an important issue. So based on this case definitions, we collected the information from all the hospitals of these three prefectures, big hospitals of the three prefectures. So we identified 55 cases. It's matched, it meets our case definitions. The black one is a Niigata, Akita, Yamagata. So it looks like single peak. And so single peak epidemic curve means, as I mentioned before, maybe some same exposure several days ago. This neurological symptom with high case fatality ratio. So our epidemiologists analyze this data according to time, place, person. So it's some presentation combination with place and time. It's a three prefecture, right? こっちが秋田、山形、新潟 this part. And the red dot is the number of one cases. So this is a 38 epidemic week. That's the beginning of epidemic curve. 疫学38週っていうんですよ。だいたい夏の初めぐらいかしらね、38週。1月の1日がいい。So epidemic week 1 is the January the first week. So the 38 is also summer, the midsummer or the end of summers. So first, we identify three cases. The first week, the 38th week, the first week of epidemic, we identify three cases in northern part. これ何県でしたっけ？秋田、山形、秋田県。Then next week, the case has spread into the south a little bit. The gray one is the previous cases. The red one is the new cases of of the week, 39. And week 40, So the cases occurring is going down a little bit, the new cases. 41 scattered around north to south, 新潟、秋田、山形、新潟. 42, 43. So that is some sort of descriptive information combined with time and places. And person component, the age distribution and male-female ratio. So the newspaper, as newspaper said, so the elderlies, more than 50, more than 60s. And yeah, maybe based on the population pyramid of Japanese elderlies, but the female is higher, 32 female and 23 males. And less than 45, it's a very small, very few in the young generations. That's a person component. And the person component again, it's the median age is 70s, range 16 to 19. Yeah, 16 boy, maybe, later 16 boy was revealed for some injuries by traffic accident. So this 16 boy was discarded among cases, from the cases. And DM, diabetes mellitus, 糖尿病ですね, diabetes mellitus. So 30% of them, of the cases among 55 had a DM, diabetes mellitus. And symptoms, so consciousness, less impaired consciousness, involuntary movement, ちょっと不随運動みたいなやつですかね。ちょっとコンシャス意識が低くなってる。some tremor, このやつ新鮮ですかね。tremors on the lower limb hypothesis, something looks like some strange neurological symptoms. And the interesting part is clinical failures. Of course, elderlies have some sort of clinical renal failure. 年寄りはやっぱり腎臓ちょっと弱いですよね、機能が。Yeah, elderly people, they tend to have a very low function of the renal, but hemolysis, more than 60% of the cases are hemolysis. And what do you think? So elderlies, a lot of cases had a low function of hemolytic renal activities. So that means maybe our epidemiologists think about some toxin. Maybe they have some failure of throw away the toxin from the body, chemical toxin or whatever. And as newspaper said, sugihiratake, mushroom consumption. So within 4 weeks before, within 1 week before, so almost all of them had a 杉平竹食べてたんですって。ただ、however, 杉平竹 is a common mushroom of this area. So every year from the old ages, every year, and almost everybody had a 杉平竹mushroom.